If you were to list the most anticipated video games of all time right now, I'm sure GTA 6 would be at the top of that list. But coming in at a very close number 2 has got to be the sequel to Skyrim, The Elder Scrolls 6. I mean, it is so anticipated at this point that you got me making a video over even the smallest amount of updates that we can get our hands on. Skyrim obviously is one of the most popular games of all time, so naturally the sequel to Skyrim is very much anticipated. So it looks like Bethesda is actually celebrating their 30-year anniversary of the Elder Scrolls franchise. So Bethesda has been around since 1986, but the Elder Scrolls series has been around since 1994. So it started about 8 years after they became a company. 30 years of the Elder Scrolls. Yeah, it is crazy that basically half of their time of the Elder Scrolls franchise existing has been spent with Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls 5, being available. So Skyrim was released in 2011 when the Elder Scrolls franchise was about 17 years old. And yeah, it is now 30 years old. Crazy that we have been waiting 13 years for a sequel to just a very, very popular, massive game. So yeah, Bethesda is celebrating the Elder Scrolls 30-year anniversary, and they gave a sort of tease to fans of their progress with the Elder Scrolls 6. I gotta warn you, it's not that much. I don't have the main protagonist and antagonist, the beginning, the middle, the end of the game. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have all of that juicy stuff. But they made a tweet, this was about 9 hours ago, and it just says, "Happy 30 years of the Elder Scrolls." And then there is a picture attached to it, and man, I have to squint my eyes just to see the text. But they kind of talk about the history of the franchise, but they talk about how, yes, we are developing the Elder Scrolls 6 currently, and they kind of hint that they are now focusing a lot more on it. In recent months, they have been very well focused on Starfield, and I'm sure they still have many members of their company still focused on it, providing content, updates, providing DLC, but it looks like they have shifted their focus to some degree to focus a lot more on the Elder Scrolls 6. Now, what is exciting is in this little write-up, they do talk about how they actually have an early build of the game currently, so it seems like it is actually right now playable. Now, obviously, this is just for devs right now. Unless it gets leaked anytime soon, no, you can't play an early development build of it. But that's definitely very exciting to hear. Obviously, this isn't a clear sign that it's coming out next month or anything crazy like that, but getting an update, having them celebrate the whole series, and hearing them say that they now finally have an early build of the game, that is very satisfying to hear, and I know a lot of people probably feel the same way. Skyrim has sold over 60 million units worldwide, and the number only goes up as the years progress. It looks like, right now anyway, it is the 7th best-selling game of all time. So while this isn't some groundbreaking reveal of a, 60-minute clip of action-packed gameplay footage, I think at this point we'll take what we can get. Like I said, it is probably the second most anticipated game of all time right now. I know Bethesda knows that, I know Xbox knows that, I know Microsoft knows that. They know that whatever product they push out, it will likely net them a ton of money. They have some very high expectations to fill. I can only hope that the game can live up to its expectations whenever it comes out.